Welcome back, guys. This is the third part of the video series of tutorial that I'm doing on Unity framework. How to do configuration of Unity in your ASP.NET application. In a previous video tutorial, we just created our class. We started out. We said we'd register our new service. Whenever somebody has asked for the reference or iLocation service provider, we said, hey, provide the local where the service provider can create object. We did that. The next thing we have to do, there is object called dependency resolver. This is the object we would like to tap into inside the MVC namespace. It has a couple of static methods. One of the static method is called setResolver. The set resolver, let's look into the signature of that method by going into a Go definition. As you can see right here, there is a couple of static method, and it has a bunch of overload. Set resolver method has a bunch of overload, and we would like to tap it into this method here called set resolver that takes something called iDependency resolver interface. Okay, this is very, very important. Let me just slightly talk about iDependency resolver object. This interface exposes two methods, getService and getServices, as enumerable of object, right? So most of this IOC container, the structure map, Nuget, all those out there, they basically tap into either those, this interface to create an instance of that object. We will do the same thing for Unity. Of course, there is somebody has already written this framework, but it will be in a production side, we'll be using already tested. But like I will show you how to do stuff like that, how to write our one dependency resolver class, so that way we know behind the scene what really goes on instead of just using the Nuget package written by somebody else. It's always good practice for the developer, in my opinion. Anyway, that's a secondary thing. Okay, as I said before, very first thing we can do is let's go ahead and create a class that would be implementing this interface. Okay, let's give it a name as since it's a DI unit, so we're going to say demo, and create a new instance of demo Unity dependency whatever dependency resolver class. Dependency resolver class. And this class, of course, to the constructor of this class, we're going to pass the container. The container is nothing, just this unit container, right? So let's go ahead and create this class. So let's go. I would like to have this class inside the infrastructure folder. So let's go ahead and add a class. And as I said before, it will be inheriting from or implementing this interface. And let's do a name resolution. Make sure it is it's MVC, not this one. Okay, of course it forces us to implement those two methods. Let's go ahead and implement this one. Implementing this one should be pretty easy. So basically, let's try to put some code inside the try cast block. Catch, something like that. If something goes wrong, right now, just to make it work, if something goes wrong, we were not able to create instance of that object, we'll return null as that, so something went wrong. Otherwise, okay. Very first thing, this, as we said right here, right now it is complaining, hey, I don't see your class doesn't have a constructor, because you need to write a parameterized constructor that takes a Unity container as a parameter. Okay, let's do that. let's private iUnity container. See the typo. Unity container. Okay, and let's do name resolution of that. Let's give it a constructor to our object. Unity container. Let's say let's be consistent here. Unity container. Okay. Now just say that Unity container equals to Unity container. Oh, sorry for my spelling, guys. Okay, now we have this container. Once the that's the Unity, not the unit. Okay, then we can just say return. We are returning just the object, so iUnity container. It has a methodcal resolve, and what to resolve is the service type, right? The type that comes in. We are saying to the framework, hey, you know what, go ahead and try to resolve this method. Behind the scene, I'm pretty sure it's using the reflection and all kind of crazy logic to or create that activator object to create instance of that object, right? So we could have written that, but of course, you know, there is a test data provided by Microsoft. We would love to use the tested framework. So, and this would return enumerable. So this one also, let's do a try and catch for this one too. This instead of this, because it has to return the enumerable of objects, so there is a methodcal resolve. Oh, okay. Okay. Resolve. Oh, of course, you need to tell what to resolve, right? But this time, resolve the service type. Okay, this should be just the instead, or we can just return. Return also new list or something of object, right? Okay, something like that. Okay, this is it. Once that is defined, basically this is how you define your now the other guys should be, yeah, this guy should be happy now. Okay, now if everything is good, if I run this one and try to put a breakpoint into our controller, Unity demo controller, there's a breakpoint, it's already there. Let's make sure it builds okay. I didn't have any typo anywhere. Let's see, does it come in here? Oh, I don't know what Visual Studio is doing. Ah, finally it hit here. Let's do F11, it goes in here. That's pretty cool, because it come in here means like it was able to resolve that object. It was able to create instance of that object right here. And then return that. Of course, look at that. It's really cool. So now the cool thing about this one now is like all I'm saying right here, I just specify my dependency into the constructor of the class. Of course, there is a different kind of dependency injection. There is a constructor. The one that I'm showing right now is constructor injection, because you are specifying your dependency into the constructor. There is other and this is the most popular and most recommended. I think the recommended approach of doing the dependency injection. Of course, there is a property injection, and there is a method injection also, which I'll be, you know, creating videos about those later. Okay, so this is the very basic examples. You know, I would be, as I said, you know, I'll be creating more videos related to this topic later and posting it into YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for watching videos, and alright guys, learn the codes. And let's go ahead and